story all about how my life got flipped turned upside down. So I'd like to take a minute and just sit right there and I'll tell you all about how I got emotionally burnt out. One of the things that I always tell people about myself is that I'm consistently inconsistent. And I say that because I go through these periods where I literally feel like I can't function and everything feels like it's getting on top of me, whether it's college work, keeping on top of my room, going to the gym, eating food that actually nourishes my body. Basically, just life in general can oftentimes feel overwhelming to the point where I actually get annoyed at myself for feeling that way because it's like, why am I struggling just to survive? Never mind to thrive. So I usually end up in a functional freeze where I don't have the energy to do anything, go anywhere, or talk to anyone, which is how my room ends up looking like this. But 2025 has served up my harshest lesson yet. The reason that I keep going through the cycle is because I'm emotionally burnt out. Not just burnt out, emotionally burnt out. And I feel like it's the emotionally part that's been the key piece of missing information all these years. And it's only when I've really tried to focus on rewiring my brain and regulate my nervous system that I've realised that I'm actually the emotional caretaker in most of my relationships. I'm the one who always steps in to make sure that other people feel comfortable and that their needs are taken care of. And somewhere along the line, I've started prioritising everybody else's needs over my own. Mostly in order to keep the peace, but because my nervous system has learned that there's safety in not having needs. Because in my family dynamics, love is conditional based on how much you're willing to do for others. So what that's taught me is when I express my needs or try to prioritise my comfort and joy and my emotional safety, love and support is withdrawn and needs are frowned upon or even judged. And the biggest realisation that I've had is that I'm giving my all to people who actually can't offer me the same emotional depth in return, who can't offer me the same love, care and attention that I give them. And while I'm busy taking care of everyone else, no one is really actually taking care of me, which means I've lived my full adult life feeling unsupported by those around me and that there must be something wrong with me because when you're the one carrying the full emotional load in the relationship, it's easy to feel like you're the one that must be failing. Our nervous systems literally seek out familiarity because it's the main driver to keep us safe. So you seek out relationships that mirror the ones you grew up with because that's what the nervous system knows. Those are the patterns that it can predict and it can recognise. And anything outside that feels unsafe, which is actually a crazy paradox when you deep thought that. So the cycle continues, and when you're unconscious of these patterns, you feel the shame, the guilt, even more, and the same, there must be something wrong with me thinking continues to spiral because you feel like you're the common denominator and you have all this emotional depth, but nowhere healthy to channel it into. So I've been quietly entering what can only be described as my villain era, and it's honestly not as glamorous as the people on TikTok make it sound. Being the villain is hard, putting your needs above everybody else's, and stepping out the role that you've been so used to playing to keep the peace and to make sure that you're accepted in dynamics is not an easy task. And all those people that you've been putting first and overextending for, well, they're not going to like it. It's uncomfortable for them, so it's then uncomfortable for you. But what I can tell you is the pain and discomfort of losing who you are in order to please other people or to fit into environments where your full self can't be expressed or appreciated will always outweigh the discomfort of letting other people misunderstand you. So that's why my channel will be dedicated to the documentation of my healing from emotional burnout and regulate my nervous system so I can live my life to the fullest. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe for my next video. See you in the next one.